Good things take time, and one of the longest awaited protocol upgrades on the Cardano blockchain is now live, and it's absolutely going to change the way that we do DeFi. Reliability, scalability, sustainability, composability, and extendability. These are no longer buzzwords, they are now a reality as we dive into MinSwaps version 2. Hi, I'm Linda. I'm the owner and operator of the MALU stake pool on Cardano, and I'm also part of MinSwap's Growth Committee, Fee Committee, and Catalyst Committee. So if there's a committee on MinSwap, then I'm probably part of it. There has been a lot of discussion around the state of Cardano when it comes to speed and congestion. And with the introduction of Plutus version 2, projects have now been able to optimize their protocols to take advantage of some of Cardano's biggest benefits. In true Cardano fashion, MinSwap has taken a measure twice, cut once approach for their V2 launch. Security and safety have been at the forefront of this development and can be seen with multiple different examples. The first being a double audit from Certic and Cardano's very own Anastasia Labs. And not only have they double audited, but they have also released their code to the public with a bug bounty program. Finally, the public was invited with an incentivized public testnet, so users could play around with the protocol to find any user interface or user experience bugs. And yes, of course, you could also make suggestions for the protocol. I have linked both the audit and the bug bounty findings in the description box down below if you feel like checking it out. And while this regime took considerable time to complete, I am convinced that users can sleep much more soundly at night now, knowing that everything is as safe and secure as possible. So a big thumbs up to the team at MinSwap. Now, let's move to the part that we have all been waiting for, the MinSwap version 2 features. Increased throughput. Yes, the thing that everyone has been waiting for is finally here. MinSwap's throughput is now 10 times faster than before. In version 1, MinSwap could hypothetically do 8 swap orders per batch. The reality was that it was 3 per batch due to a number of different reasons. However, in version 2, MinSwap has made incredible leaps with their technology and optimization techniques. Taking advantage of the Aiken compiler as well as sorting orders by size to allow more swap orders per batch, deduplicating scripts and utilizing better indexes, MinSwap is able to fit around 36 orders per batch, and that's pretty incredible. It's also important to note that first in, first out order matching still occurs, so users are safe from front running. And with all of that, I can quite confidently say that MinSwap is going to be one of the fastest dexes, if not the fastest dex on Cardano. But MinSwap is not only going to be faster than ever before, it will also be cheaper than ever before. This is thanks to MinSwap's views on sustainability. With the gains made in throughput and the consequently lower size of the smart contract, the transaction fees for users are now lower. And by leveraging the reference input feature of Plutus version 2, MinSwap is able to reduce their transaction size by around 9 kilobytes, which translates to a whopping 28 gigabytes of node storage per year. Composability means usability, and MinSwap's version 2 will bring a few innovative pluggable features for order contracts. Some that many of us have been asking for a very long time now, and others that we didn't even know we needed. So let's dive into the new advanced order types of MinSwap's version 2. Limit orders allow traders to set a specific price at which they wish to buy an asset. These orders can either be fully or partially filled. Fully filled means that the entire quantity of the order has been bought and transferred at the desired price. Partially filled means that only a portion of the entire quantity has been transferred, with the remaining quantity still pending execution. Stop orders are essentially what is known as stop loss. Traders can set a specific price at which they wish to sell an asset. This helps traders to limit their losses should the market dip. The OCO, or one cancels the other feature, is a combination of both limit orders and stop orders, which means that traders can set a maximum price to sell at to take profits, as well as a minimum price to sell at to protect themselves from further losses. If one condition is met, it will automatically cancel the other one. Many of you have probably already used MinSwap's Zapping feature. This feature is designed to simplify the process of adding liquidity to a liquidity pool. Usually, to provide liquidity, you would need to supply an equal value of 2 tokens, let's say Fluid and ADA. But with the Zapping feature, you only need Fluid tokens to add liquidity to the pool. MinSwap will then automatically convert a portion of your Fluid tokens into ADA to create an equal token pair. MinSwap has now released a Zap Out feature, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. So when you withdraw liquidity from a pool, you would typically get a share of both token. But with the Zap Out feature, you can specify that you want to receive the total value of your liquidity in only one of those tokens. MinSwap has also come out with an enhanced version of the traditional zapping feature. Here you can deposit and withdraw your assets with flexible amounts. You can, for example, hold a small amount of ADA and a larger amount of Fluid and deposit those into a liquidity pool. MinSwap will then automatically balance your token pair for you. The same is in reverse, and you can withdraw your evenly split liquidity into an allocation of tokens that you prefer. The last advanced order type are donation orders, where you can withdraw assets directly from a liquidity pool to a specified recipient. This way you can support charities and projects directly from a liquidity pool rather than using the money in your wallet. MinSwap's version 2 comes with a couple more advanced order features like a fill or kill feature and an order expiration feature. With the fill or kill feature, orders can be refunded automatically by the batcher if the price is outside of the slippage range. This means that you no longer need to manually cancel an order that is waiting for the token price to return back to your desired range. When creating an order, you can now set a time for your order to expire. To do this, you will have to add an extra 0.2 ADA as a tip to cover any transaction fees. Other users can then come along and cancel the order for you once the time has expired. They take the tip, cover any fees from the tip, and send the rest of the transaction back to you. Since Cardano is a work in progress, the blockchain will keep upgrading its features to make everything better and faster for us all. With this in mind, MinSwap has worked hard to future-proof their protocol so that they can take advantage of the upgrades to the Cardano blockchain without changing the user experience. As there will be multiple pools across MinSwap's ecosystem, like old V1 pools that people have not moved their liquidity out of and new V2 pools, as well as StableSwap pools, MinSwap will use a trading aggregator that will route you through the pools with the best prices. They have also implemented auto-routing, which means that whenever you do a swap, the protocol will scour for the best prices for you, even across multiple pools. And here's an example of how that works. Let's say you want to make a swap from IUSD to SNAC, but the IUSD SNAC liquidity pool is very shallow. But hey, there are big ADA IUSD and ADA SNAC liquidity pools. When swapping IUSD for SNAC, you will be shown in the UI the most optimal price, and in the back end what happens is that IUSD gets swapped for ADA and ADA gets swapped for SNAC. The biggest change to the MinSwap V2 ecosystem are the pool trading fees. In version 1, a standard 0.3% fee was applied to all pools. However, with version 2, liquidity pools can be created with any fee between 0.05% right through to 20%. Once the pool has been created, the fees become adjustable following a governance vote by liquidity providers. So you can choose the fee that you think is right for your liquidity. Buy and sell fees can be set individually. This means that, for example, the buy fees could be set at 0.05% while the sell fees are at 2%. This is again decided by a governance vote from liquidity providers. Dynamic fees are variable transaction fees that can be adjusted based on certain market conditions and criteria. MinSwap focuses on volatility and impermanent loss for their dynamic fee input. For example, this way higher fees can be added in times of high volatility. This way liquidity providers will earn more fees in highly volatile times, which will help cover them against impermanent loss. I have linked the 2-part research article in the description box down below if you'd like to read more about dynamic fees. Protocol fees are a small portion of every trade fee that is collected and sent to mint stakers. In version 1, this was set at 1/6, so 0.05% of the 0.3% standard fee. However, they may be adjusted in certain circumstances with certain pools, and will be agreed upon by a fee committee before being put up to a community vote. And that's all the new features that MinSwap version 2 is going to bring to you. And as you can see, a lot of work has been put into this. A lot of new features have been added to improve the user experience, and while doing so, they have not skimped on security and safety. And with all of this, I think they have created a world-class version 2 DEX that we can all be pretty happy about. And that's it for today, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope I'll see you in my next video, and don't forget to keep being awesome.